6 of the worst cars on sale today. Number 1, the Mitsubishi Mirage. God, I wish this car was actually a Mirage. Look at it. Jesus. Looks aside though, this car was designed to replace the long-running but slow-selling Colt. What's a crying shame is that after years of dull and lifeless Colts, Mitsubishi finally figured out how to make it look appealing by giving it the then popular Evo face. Sadly, the men at the top decided that sporty wasn't the way to go and created something that looks like it was styled on the back of a napkin after half a dozen pints and drives like a blancmange being pushed around with a stick of celery. It was widely panned by the motoring press on its release, yet somehow they've managed to shift almost 12,000 of them in 2 years. Number 2, the Fiat 500L MPW. There's 2 things Fiat have done wrong with this car, both of which are the most un-Italian thing you could possibly do. First, they give it a 9-syllable name that sounds like a set-top box. Second, they designed the most hideous, bulbous, bloated carcass of a car we've seen since the first Porsche Cayenne. It's based on a Fiat Punto, but it's been stretched and pulled in every direction to create something far too unwieldy to be considered a Fiat, let alone a 500. Number 3, the SsangYong Rodius. Look at it. Just look at it. Go on. The only thing I can think of comparing it to is a Pontiac Aztek with a conservatory/loft conversion on the back. And this thing was available with 9, count them, 9 seats. Do you think that's excessive for what is still considered to be a car? Well, how about 11 seats? Number 4, the Nissan Micra. Back in the early 2000s, the Micra had a bit of a revolution and became a quirky little city hatchback that suddenly had a lot of charm. However, that didn't stop Nissan from ballsing it up completely in this decade. 13 years on and very little has changed apart from some styling tweaks. Nissan insists it's an all-new chassis, but we're not convinced. Nice try, Nissan. While there's really not anything fundamentally wrong with it, its problem lies with the fact that it really doesn't serve any purpose anymore. Since its release, not only has Nissan moved on, but so has the entire car world. It's too small to be a Super Mini, but it's too big to be a city car. It's not attractive enough to be quirky anymore, and it's too cheap and plasticky to be premium. Nissan do the Pixo, Note and Pulsar now, which fill the city car, Super Mini and family hatchback markets. So where does that leave the Micra? Up shit creek without a paddle, it seems. Number 5, the BMW 5 Series GT. Hello, BMW? Yes, I want to buy one of your cars. I want something that's less businessy than a saloon, but not as big as an estate, but not as showy as a coupe, but with more practicality than a hatchback or a roadster, but without being an SUV or an off-roader in any way. What do you have? The 5 Series GT? That sounds perfect, I'll take it in brown. Number 6, the Toyota Orifice. Oris, whatever. If Toyota did beer, it'd basically be brown water that makes you drunk. It'd be horrible to drink, taste awful, and would lack literally any kind of flavour, substance or texture, but it'd get you from point A to point B. Yet it costs the same as some much better beers out there. I think you see what I'm trying to say here. So that's our 6 worst cars on sale today. Have we missed any? Let us know in the comments section below, or via Facebook, Twitter or Carrier Pigeon. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this from Auto Animals. See you soon.